everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be taking you through a full week of my workouts. Now, I'm currently in a fat loss phase. This was me about 12 weeks ago versus me now, and this is the workouts that I've been doing throughout this phase. I used to train 5 days a week, but me and my coach actually had a conversation and decided that it would be much better for me to drop down to 4 days just to save some energy, allow my body to recover, and focus on life while being in a calorie deficit. And of course, a quick disclaimer, workouts alone will not get you the fat loss results you're wanting. You will need to make some dietary changes, so don't think that just following workouts that you see online will be like the end all and be all of your fat loss journey. I can go into that in a different video if you'd like, but I just wanted to preface that so there's no confusion. So the first workout that I'm taking you through is my first leg day of the week. This is 100% the harder one. It has a lot of my heavy compounds and it is quite brutal. So first up, I have hip thrusts. Now I'm really trying to pause at the top here to feel a nice squeeze in my glutes, and I'm trying to focus on having good form, and I've really built this back up over the years because I spent a lot of time honestly ego lifting, whereas now I can comfortably control the weight up and down and it feels really good. Well, it doesn't feel good, but it gets the job done. Next up are deadlifts. Now this is another exercise that I've been really working hard to improve and build up my strength and carry out good form while doing so. And I have to say, I'm really impressed with myself, especially over the last few months. I've built up to be able to do 90 kg pretty, I wouldn't say easily, but pretty seamlessly. Now, one thing you may see a lot in this video is the fact that I am on my pull-up journey, and I started not being able to even do like close to one, whereas now I can feel week on week they're definitely getting a lot stronger. Okay, next exercise up is one that honestly I was very scared when I first tried because there's a lot of trust you have to put in one leg to hold yourself up on the barbell, and this is none other than Bulgarian split squats, but instead of using the Smith machine, I'm doing it with a barbell, so that is where that trust on that lower leg comes in. And I don't know, anything with a barbell on my back, I do get a little bit nervous. I've never really liked squats, but I am feeling a bit stronger with these. Now, if you're looking for an exercise that is going to absolutely burn your quads, it is the reverse Nordic curl. Wow, does this just finish those quads off. Last exercise that's targeting the legs for this session are these leg curls. Now I'm doing a set of 20 reps, so I am doing them quite fast because honestly I was just trying to get them done. Now because this session has deadlifts in, I do tend to struggle with quite a tight lower back, especially after deadlifts, so my coach has put in these Jefferson curls, which are so good for just like stretching out and mobilizing the entire spine. These are the things that can feel kind of boring, but are the ones that make the biggest difference in terms of your functionality, your mobility, and just overall recovery. Next up, we've got an ab circuit. So I tend to have a lot of core work just kind of placed within my sessions rather than a strict ab workout because you really actually don't need that much to strengthen your core. You just need a few really good exercises. And then I finished off with some tempo runs. These were honestly horrible, but we got it done. Shout out to me for not just leaving early. So yeah. Rise and shine, friends. It's time for my upper body workout. So starting off with a bit of a treadmill walk just to get the blood flowing. And then of course, I've got to try out some pull-ups, see where we're at, and let's get cracking. So first actual exercise up on the list today are these seated cable rows. So these are really, I think, what's helping me with my pull-ups, if I'm honest. If I had to single it down, it's either these or the single arm lat pull downs that you're gonna see in about 3, 2, 1. That was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool transition. You're welcome. But yeah, so these are one of my favorite movements for the lats. I just really like single arm movements. I don't know, that's just personal preference. I love doing them like this or also chest supported as well. Oh look, it's time for my arch enemy, dips. I'm just not great at these and that's why, but I'm getting better. And now I've got a superset of kettlebell gorilla rows as well as overhead marches. And now one of the big goals for me this year is really just get back in shape. This time last year I was in really good shape in terms of my cardiovascular ability, and I kind of lost that over the winter, so I'm really trying to get that back, but that does not come without hard work. So this is a 20-minute EMOM. It has 4 different exercises, and I just basically repeat that every single minute on the minute until the 20 minutes is up. And yes, it is horrible. Whoop. It's time for my second leg day of the week, and I am starting off strong with box squats. Now, if you remember at the beginning of the video, I said I actually really don't like any sort of squatting movement, especially with heavy weight on my back. I don't know what it is, I just don't like it, but I've had this in my program for a few weeks now, actually maybe even a few months, and I'm definitely feeling a lot stronger, a lot sturdier, and I'm really happy with the way I'm progressing. And today was actually a really big moment for me as well, because normally I have 2 plates that I'm squatting onto to reduce the distance that I need to go to, but I've actually removed it, so now I'm only squatting onto 1, so I've made it harder for myself, but it's paying off, and I'm so proud. Are we surprised? I'm doing pull-ups again. I told you I'm on this journey, and one thing I found really helpful is just every time I'm in the gym, just go up to the bar and just do however many I can do. No stress. Obviously, I would love to do loads every time, but if I don't, it is what it is. Next up is reverse lunges using the Smith machine. Thankfully, we're on the Smith machine because it does make me feel a lot better to have that extra stability, and it does mean as well that I can load up a lot heavier on this because I feel a lot more comfortable. So next up is a variation of a Romanian deadlift. So this is a B stance Romanian deadlift with an added rotation. So the added rotation helps to lengthen the hamstring and the glute to get a bit more of a stretch. And one final exercise to just completely finish off my quad is leg extensions. And the same way on the leg curls, I'm doing sets of 20 reps, so just trying to power through. Oh look, another 20-minute EMOM. Now this one is truly brutal because it's 2 minutes straight of ski erg, and then it's into 3 minutes straight of burpees to plate. That is ludicrous, and it feels ludicrous, and I'm horrified even watching this back because it's so brutal. I mean, literally just look at me. I was struggling. And now for one of my favorite sessions of the week, which is my other upper body day, and this is the one that has my bench press in. Obviously, you can probably tell because I'm literally benching on screen currently, but I've been really feeling strong with my bench recently. I've gotten back up to being able to do repetitions of 50 kg, which makes me feel like a bad bee. Sorry, had to say it. The next exercise are these single arm dumbbell rows. Now, I don't know why this clip looks like it was filmed by a microwave, but it's something to do with the 0.5 zoom, and I've been struggling in my new gym to get the lighting and the angles right, so bear with. Next up, we also have shoulder press. So I'm actually really proud of my progression with this one as well. I struggled with shoulder press for years, but we're finally back in a good range. Surprise, you get to watch me do pull-ups again. But yeah, I don't know. This day I did not feel very strong and I was struggling, and it's okay. But this time I'm not just doing it for fun and games, it is actually scheduled into my program. So the idea is to do max body weight pull-ups and then straight into 8 to 12 banded reps. So it's just horrible, honestly, but it is definitely helping me progress, so I will do it begrudgingly. Next up, we have a cheeky superset that is focusing primarily on the lats as well as the rear delts, and my goodness, does this burn. And next we have one of my most favorite exercises, which is the Paloof press, or maybe people say Paloof, I don't know, but I love it. It works the core so well. Must try. And then to finish off, just a really lovely 20 minutes on the Stairmaster. I say lovely, but it is quite brutal, so yeah. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Now, if you are watching this video and looking at the workouts that I was doing and thinking, you know what, I'd really love to have a workout program that is tailored to me and my goals, whether that's putting on muscle, whether it's losing fat, whether it's both, or you're training for something, I actually offer one-to-one coaching, and I would love to coach you. To inquire, all you need to do is click the link in the description box, and it will take you to a form to fill it out, and then me and you can have a chit chat about your goals and see if it's a good fit. Without further ado, I hope you have the best day ever wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I love you.